Good morning everyone. Welcome to this session. I am Dr. Murugan K, Assistant Professor, Government College for Women, Kolar. In this session, I am going to cover the topics comparing files, printing files and wildcards. In UNIX operating system, there are three commands used to compare the files, that is cmp, com and diff. cmp. It is used to compare two files. It takes two arguments as a file name. Syntax cmp file1 file2. This command compares the two files. When the two files are identical, the system prompt reappears without any message. When there are differences, the location of the first mismatch is displayed on the screen. Here the two files are compared byte by byte. Consider the file 1 that has the content dbms, Java, UNIX, and file 2 has the content ds, Java, UNIX. When we use the command cmp file1 file2, it displays the output file1 file2 differ byte to line 1. That is, two files are compared and the location of first mismatch. So here first byte is equal and second byte is differs, so we get byte to line 1. Let's check this command on the terminal. Let us consider two files, file 1 and file 2. First we check the content of file 1 using the command cat. It has the content dbms, Java, UNIX. You display the content for file 2 using cat command. It has the content ds, Java, OS. Now type the command cmp file1 and file 2. Now we get byte to line 1 because first byte is same and second byte is different. So we get byte to line 1. Next, com command. The com command compares two sorted files and shows lines that are same and those that are different. Syntax com option file1 file2. The com command displays the output in three columns. The first column displays lines in unique in the first file. The second column displays lines unique in second file. The third column displays lines common to both the files. The com command has some special symbols. -1 suppress the first column, -2 suppress the second column, -3 suppress the third column. That is, when you like to display the output only first column or only second column, use these options. Consider the file 1 that has the data dbms, Java and UNIX, and file 2 has the data ds, Java, OS. When you use the command com file1 and file2, it displays the three column outputs. That is, first column contains line UNIX from the first file, second column contains line UNIX from the second file, and third column contains line common for both the file. Let us check this command on the terminal. Let us consider file 1 and file 2 that already created. First, display the content of file 1 and file 2 using cat command. File 1 has the content dbms, Java and UNIX. File 2 has the content ds, Java and OS. Now I use the command comm file 1 file 2. It displays three column output. First column contains unique lines from the first file. Second column contains unique lines from the second file. Third column contains common lines from both the file. Next, diff command. The diff command compares the two files byte by byte and indicates the difference between these files. This command tells in which lines in one file have to be changed to make the two files are identical. Syntax diff file1 file2. The diff command has some special symbols. -d to for delete, -c for change, -a for add. Consider the file 1 as the content DBMS, Java and Unix, and file 2 as the content DS, Java and OS. When we use the command df file 1 and file 2, it displays the output difference of two files. That is, it compares the two files byte by byte and display the difference between these two files. Here, the lines preceded by less than symbols are lines from the first file. Lines preceded by greater than symbols are lines from the second file. The dotted line separates file 1 and file 2. Here, the number appeared before the special symbol is referred to the first file. The number appeared after the special symbol is referred to the second file. From this output, from the two files, first line and third line has to be changed to make these two files identical. Because this command tells in which lines in one file have to be changed to make the two files identical. Let us check this command on the terminal. Consider the two files, file 1 and file 2, that already created. File 1 as the content DBMS, Java, Unix, and file 2 as the content DS, Java, OS. When we use the command diff file 1 and file 2, we get output. From this output, first line and third line from both the file has to be changed to make these two files are identical. Next, printing files. The command lp or lpr is used to print the files on Unix system. Syntax: lp option file name. The lp command has some special symbols, that is -t prints the files to the destination printer, -n set the number of copies to print from 1 to 100, -p specifies which pages to print in the document. Let us discuss example. Example 1, lp first. Here, the default printer which is installed in the system that print the file first. Suppose if we installed more than one printer in the system, we need to mention the printer name using the option D. So example 2, lp-d hp1005 first. Here, using printer hp1005, print the file first. You can also print number of copies using the file that represent example 3, lp-n10-d hp1005 first. It means the file first print 10 copies using the printer hp1005. Next, pr command. This command helps in formatting the file for printing on the terminal. Suppose if you like to display file in different format on the terminal, we use this command like to display headers, line space, more than one columns, etc. Syntax: pr option file name. pr command has some special symbol, that is -x divides the data into x columns, either 2 columns or 3 columns. -h assign the header to the report header. -d use the double line space for the output file. Let us see the example. Example 1, pr first. It prints the file first without any format. Example 2, pr-d first. It prints the file first using double line space. Example 3, pr-h computer science first. It prints the file first with the header of computer science. Let us check this command on the terminal. Consider the file x that already created. To see the content of file x, use the command cat file x. It has the content Unix programming, Java programming, web programming, and so on. Now this command display the output without any formatting. If you like to display this content with some formatting, use the command. Consider the command pr-h computer science subject file x. -h represented by header. Now it displays the content with the header of computer science subjects along with by default date, time and page number. Look at the output. Date, time, computer science subject is the header, page 1 and content we'll get. Let us see another example. If you want to display this content with double line space, use the command -d-h computer science subject file X. Now it displays the content with double line space along with header, date, time and page number. Next, wildcards. A wildcard is a character that can be used as a substitute for any of a class of characters in a search. Many commands we use wildcards like ls, cp, rm, etc. Here we will discuss some wildcard characters. That is, question mark represents a single character, star represents 0 or more characters, square bracket represents a range of characters. Example 1, ls question mark I star. It displays all the files and directory with first letter is any letter, second letter must be I, then followed by any letters. Example 2, ls star dot txt. It displays all the files with the extension txt. Example 3, ls within square bracket sv star. It displays all the files and directories with the name first letter starts with S or V followed by any letters. Let us check this command on terminal. Usually ls command displays all the files and directories from the current directory. If we use the command ls question mark I star, it displays files and directories with the starting letter is any letter, second letter must be I followed by any letter. So we get file 1, file 2, file 3 like this because starting letter is any letter and second letter must be I followed by any letters. If we use the command ls star dot sh, it displays files with the extension sh. So we get a.sh, x.sh, y.sh and so on. If we use the command ls within square bracket sv star, it displays files and directories starting with s or v followed by any characters. So we get state, students and so on. In this session we discussed file comparison commands that include cmp, diff and com commands, and printing files that includes lp and pr commands, followed by wildcards with example. I hope you all understand the concept. If you need more concept about these topics, go through the following reference books. Thanks for watching.